Ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, hope so.
Hope?
Yeah, I hope so.
You're already here.
Aye.
Why are you hoping and you're already here?
Hop and jump.
That one's a show.
Okay.
Hi, people. Hi. How are you? Hi.
Hi.
And you, hi.
Hi.
Uko aje?
Niko poa.
Uko poa?
Niko poa ni saa 10.
Okay. Ni saa 10.
Yeah.
Meaning
to wind up.
No, wind up. We've just started. We've just started. Ama hiyo siku yako inaishanga
to wind up ni topic ya nini?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, divorce and separation and
Yeah. Ai, mbona shiki mbaya.
sasa una
Saa 10 maanisha ni jioni ya hii topic. Ai, baby. Shikangi haraka.
No, nimeanzia mbali.
No. Si unashika hivi. Tuko mind, not mind one person.
Hey, it's not like that too.
Hey.
Yeah, so we're back.
Yes.
We're back. We thank God for the grace to do this week after week.
Yes.
After week.
Sure.
After week.
Yep.
Yeah. So we talked about my divorce, the separation, and all the things that took place. I actually felt a sigh of relief when I shared.
Oh.
What did you feel? What were you feeling like as I was talking?
I loved the way that it got to a point of talking about it.
Yeah.
Because for closure, number one. Number two, also for clearing up the air. Not with me, but actually just for yourself. You know, like to know where you are at in your mind, in your heart, in your feelings. Addressing the issue of divorce is important. Not just from the stand view of let's do life and whatever goes.
Yeah.
It has to be directional. Yeah, it has to be a direction. Direction is the Lordship of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, true.
And that Lordship of Jesus Christ allows us now to find our direction. Because in every situation, I think even on your safari or something and you're losing your track, you always get out your compass to find the direction. And once you establish a direction that this is north, this is south, then you keep the north or you keep the west or east. You can keep it easily after you've seen the direction. And so this was our direction even last time, that Christ speaks about it, Paul has spoken about it. So now, from now that we're here, direction. What is direction?
Yeah.
Then we found direction. Our direction we found out is that what do you have in your heart?
Yeah.
What extension are you extending? Because now it's, remember, even as we are born again, we are called to love.
Yeah.
So the thing was, what are you offering to these men? What kind of extension? Hand of extension are you offering to them? Is it fellowship? Is it friendship? Is it just is it just knowing that they should know it's mercy, and that's what you ended up with.
Yeah.
You say that you extend mercy to them, and that now you're not holding on to them, and you held out on the extension of involvement. You don't want to get involved with their children. They are welcome, but it has to be structured. So all this is directional, and I believe Christ has taken preeminence. His Lordship has taken preeminence. Yes.
Yeah. I love this discussion because it clears the air, as you're saying, and it also liberates.
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
yes,
it liberates that I don't have to always explain myself.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning when we started, courtship, especially when now we were introducing our intentions to family, to friends, to especially your side of your circles, like your pastors and all that I had to explain everything. I had to, I have children, so okay, where is the dad and all that. So there was a lot of explaining. I can say it was not easy to go through that. With every person I meet, I needed to explain. Where where the dad is, why we separated, how long we've been separated,
Yeah.
what if he comes back, you know. There was all that. There was all that, and I had to explain so that they trust that I am actually single.
Yes.
And that I'm not just trying to find someone who is going to, you know, take the burden off my shoulders. Because we have single parents who move on, get into relationships and even marriage. But it, especially when there are children, where there are children, you find that there's a lot of tension between the families, and they're trying to co-parent and all that. Most families will experience tension and all that, but this is not in the picture. Like co-parenting is not there. Even when I was single or separated, parenting was just me. I was alone. And so the question even now is, what really are my intentions with getting married to you? You know, is it that I was just looking for someone to take the burden off my shoulders, or was I really looking for, you know, for companionship as it should be? And so it is the question in many men's minds when it comes to dating or getting married to a woman who has children. It's a question of, where is the father? Okay, what part will I be playing in the children's lives? Will he come and take the children away or turn them against me? You know, there's all that, and there are all those questions, of which some of them were in your mind when we first started out, because you were wondering, what if the person comes back and says, I want my family
back.
What then? But I'm glad we moved on from there. But just because we are here now does not mean there are not people who are stuck there. So often,
true.
So we will often go back to it to remind people this is our story, and we are seeing God use us, and we are seeing God help other people through our story. So so we are grateful, and but I just wanted you to, even as we were talking, it's good for you to want to pick your mind when it comes to this part right here, especially the children, how you feel, or what you can say concerning, now you have adopted them, they are yours, and you're fully responsible for us, for this family. You've taken up that role. How does it feel? Sometimes I ask you, is it not too much for you? Are you feeling burdensome? Is it a lot? You know, and you tell me you're enjoying it and all that. So, like, tell us what. Kwanza, what do you feel about those guys? About the fact that the parents of these children are alive, kicking and breathing somewhere, but they're not in the picture, not taking responsibility. You've had to do that. What does it?
The thing is that now I cannot sit in a judge seat. I would be very wrong to do that. So I'm not here to point to give judgment and be the jury. I would always say that the best person in a child's life is the parent. Is the best person is a parent. If all is left to them, they'll be the best person to have the child's need catered for. So I always be very careful. Even when I'm choosing, I'm trying to advise a client about getting an next of kin. I would be biased at times to say, just don't write off the spouse, the mother, the father of the child. But again, everyone has stories different. So sometimes I even hold back and I say, okay, I hear you. You want to change your next of kin. You do it. Do you. You know why. They know why. They have so much they can tell you about it, and even if you try to make a difference in that decision, it ends up being like an interference. So
in personal matters.
Because they know why they've come to that decision. They didn't just sleep over it. I mean, just wake up one morning and just decide, I will no longer my next of kin. They have so many reasons behind all that. So again, where also you find someone has been chosen next of kin, whereas everyone else could have thought differently. That is up to them to think that this person who has chosen this next of kin has a very good reason why. A very good reason why they choose this one. So we don't start saying no. It's us to make the decision. No, they made the decision. They made the decision. So I wouldn't. With that same breath, I know what you're doing is kind to invite these men to participate in the children's lives. I remember I told you when you're quoting that they'll always be their fathers. We'll never tell them they didn't have a father. We'll tell them the truth. This was your dad, but they're no longer there. They're no longer involved, but they're still there. They'll always remain your biological father. When you're a biological father, when you get of age and you want to meet with them, we will not stand on your way. That's what we agreed. So that one allows us to be in touch with the reality. Because now, if in case we tend to fight it from onset, and then we'll create hatred with the child.
True.
They'll always be saying you're the ones. They'll not see the bad part of their father. They'll always say, it's you. So with that, I maybe it's because I also was in the same state one time when I was separate. Before my wife passed on, we were separate. Maybe that part I want to point out. We were separate for 5 years. At that moment, I used to the time of just being involved in my son's life. I was always there. Once, whenever I could be, I was always there. I'll take every Sunday we'd go with him. I'd go to take him to Sunday school. I'd pick him from the mother's house. We go to Sunday I'll spend with him. When I want to visit the house, I'd just walk in. I just call and just take a drive there. So I know the place where the father is with the child. The child will never slip out of the heart of the father. So what then happens then? Probably it's where you find there's a new family has come in, the children in that family as well. They getting used to has happened now. Yes, they are not used to being with the child. It has gone 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years. Then you find, okay, at least they're breathing wherever they are. I'm not hearing bad news. So maybe I can just concentrate on the ones who are with me now. So, but when I believe it's important when this child insists on, they get to a point where they can ask to meet the dad. They're not hold back from them. So for me, them being there, it's neither here or there. Why? Because from your history, I've known how you've brought them up. Just only you, so they know you only. So I'm not depriving them of something that has been there going on. So I'm coming up a space where it's being
nobody occupied.
So again, I look at this that God being gracious to me that I was absent from my son's life for 5 years, but now he's giving me back my son plus 3 more. Plus 2 more, the smaller ones. Plus 2 more. How he does that, I don't understand, but I just know it's grace. I didn't qualify. I can't say I'm perfect at 1, so they added 2 more for me. No, he just was graceful enough. And in that process, I know I had an option. yeah, and an option to come on board or not.
Yeah.
But I remember I told God that this is the wife. He told me to find a wife, and that if I find a wife, he'll give me favor. Then I have found a wife, and this is Annie. So yeah, I accept that you've come and you have three children, and I'm happy about that. I remember the first time I met them, and when I decided now to date you, I came full force. When I used to come here in the morning to take them to school, when I was driving, yeah. So it would be like the routine I would do every morning. Yeah, the time we used to be in Tawi, yeah. So whenever I could come and take them to school. It was interesting. Even late in the evening, I would leave there. I leave here when they're going to bed. They're almost going to bed, and they have say a prayer with them. Yeah, so it was like I accepted from the beginning. I picked it up with all vigor.
Yeah.
And to date, I believe, I trust, I know that God has allowed that to flourish. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. How even the relationship has turned out to be that. It's more likely. It's either more likely for me for the person who has come to hold back, not go all the way in terms of discipline, in terms of bringing schoolwork, all that. Somebody would decide and say, "Hey, after all, they're not mine. What if? What if? What if? What if?" Like now, I know I I treat them like I've been in their lives for the last those years they've been alive.
Yeah.
Because if I say no, I don't change to say yes because now I'm feeling moved by. I say no to one thing and I say no. They always say, I know. They ask, you always say no because I know it's parenting. It's not about first of all. The relationship will grow with time.
Yeah.
So if there's supposed to be discipline, there'll be discipline. If they're meant to be told no, they'll be told no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's parenting. Yeah. So and yes, sometimes you tell me I'm harsh on them, but I feel no, I'm not. I mean, a dad would be that. That's a dad. Yeah, dad.
Yeah, I don't know that. So even when I see people online saying, "Oh, African parents, African this, African," I'm like, okay, so I don't know that.
Yes, yeah. So actually, dads are interesting people. Look at talk to anyone. You see, when there's a dad, there's always dad has said, and that is done. Because if you miss that touch with the children that dad has said, oh God, there'll be chaos in the house. Yeah, there'll be chaos. So dad has to say something, it has to go.
Yeah.
So it's not that you're harsh on them. No, it's only that we can see father. You can see father on. They're only the one they see here.
Yeah. So here and now.
Yeah, here and now for them. But you can see father. Hey, I can see, do this, and then tomorrow there'll be a need somewhere and I'm not able to meet it. Will this one of today meet that one? No, it cannot meet. So it's forgo this, at least meet the other one.
Yeah. True. I think the only part that we've been having a bit of a hiccup when it comes to the blending of the family and just blending the children and all that is Nate because of he's still in the grieving process. He hasn't come out of it, but we're still praying for him and believing the Lord that he will fully recover.
I love it the way we say we don't put demands on him.
No, we don't.
We don't even put a timeline for him.
True.
So when he'll turn around and see, hey, dad did an important thing, a move that was a very important, bold move from the dad, he'll embrace everything.
So it's a good thing. It wasn't very easy in the initial because of explaining and feeling like, wow, how will I be accepted here? Feeling like all eyes are on me. They're trying to find out what it is that I have seen that I want. Nini unataka wewe? What is it?
In fact, what was really moving me that time is with this my anyone who's spiritual, let's start saying about generational things.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, when you took me to one of your spiritual pastor friends or something, who's saying, okay, tell me about your mother. Tell me about her mother. Okay, let's go back. And now, we have to break generational curses. And so many people are coming on to me like that. We have to break this, we have to break that. There is an anti-marital spirit. There is that spirit and that one. That no, there is no spirit. These are just decisions. Your face is with decisions. You make the wrong decisions, you suffer the consequences. You suffer the consequences. So my first marriage did not break because of my mother and father.
No.
Because theirs broke. No. It broke because of the decisions that were made in the marriage. So if we would have stuck together and, did things as a couple, we would have still been together even now. So it's not a matter of thinking that there are curses that follow us. It's not curses, it's decisions. So the decisions you make, they will give you an outcome.
That baby, it was so real.
It was. It was. I always, I knew when I'm going to meet somebody new, you're going to introduce me to someone. I was already like, I have to tell them my story again. Well, not the entire story, but oh wow, where are you from? And I have to touch on, and I have children and all that. So it was always. So if you're looking to date and you're, a single parent, a single dad, just know that you will still have to explain these things.
It so starts from there because you see now they want to know. They don't connect to this person. They don't know you, so they don't connect to you. They want to be part of something they can make an idea of what it is.
Trying to know you. I remember recently I met with one of your auntie and they were like, "Wow, Brian is the happiest husband in our family." Brian is very happy. And I'm like, he's. Are you happy? Are you that happy?
Yes, I'm extremely happy.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's possible to start again.
It's very possible.
Very possible.
Yes, very possible. I mean, they're never the same. You can't compare the two. You can't say that one is like this, that one is like this. You cannot compare. Everyone is unique.
True.
Every relationship will be totally different. And so, it's interesting that God, now look at myself, I was in the first one, now I'm in the second one, and God has allowed me to morph, to blend, to come out, now I'm a different kind of structure I was before. I've come out maybe fully grown out with all wings out. Now I'm flapping, I'm flying higher and higher and higher. Probably that time it was a period of discovering self. When I come into this new one, I already have a view of who I am, or what am I up to, what am I after, and then I blend it with this now.
I remember when you told me your story, I was like, wait, this thing looks familiar. What if, like you shared with us and you had told me that, there's that time, because of what was happening in the marriage, you actually walked out.
Yes.
And there was that separation. So when I was looking at it, I was like, wait, what if we get into that season where we are not agreeing and things are happening in our marriage and then you walk out? What if there are financial issues? Because that was led
from finance.
financial.
The last term was financial.
Yeah, financial. So I was looking at it and I'm like, even my marriage, it was basically because of money, finances. And money is one of the things that, break marriages and, shake a lot of marriages. So, but if you have an understanding and agreement concerning your finances, how to spend money, where to get money, who brings what, your marriage is going to stand. So I was looking at that, and there was also this period that you had some money, and the way you spent it, and now you've walked away. So I was looking at that and looking at you and trying to ask myself, is this going to work? Yeah, so there are those questions, like you have to be genuine with yourself, look at the situation and ask the right questions. Yeah, and I remember I asked you, what if you walk away? What do we do about money? And these are things that we talked about. And I'm looking forward to that time when we come on the show to talk about finances.
Yes.
Because you are now very strong in that area. And funny enough, when we were dating, I was the one who had all this information about finances. I was stronger when it came to organizing, budgeting and doing all that. But now you took a course. You took a course. You want to talk about it a bit?
I like the course because the course not really gave you muscles. It just gave you a mental picture. A mental picture.
And formed a mindset?
A mindset, yeah. So that does not mean that now, if you are doing that, now it's my turn now to do it. It's just it opened my mind now to see why you do what you do. Then if that's what you do, why you do it, why you do what you do, it was towards this and this and this. It was towards a budget, towards a planning, then I can see, it's relative and it's really important. So that now I understand and I can say I'm well aware. Before it will be, mbona anafanyanga hivyo? Then she have to always keep planning. Budget nini? What is all this about budgets? Why do you have to go with a shopping list to the shop? Why do you have to? See, but now the light has been shed in that area. I'm seeing we're trying to beat waste because money is wasted. Where the expenses are too much. Look at where there's wastage. Try to minimize the wastage. All that. These are things which just came from the course. It's a very perfect course. Homingari is a genius. He's a finance good man, and so I would vouch for him anytime. Anyone who wants to join his course, he's awesome. You can always Google him and see where is the next course, and you can just join.
I brought that up to say that that you're not the person, as you were saying about morphing. You were not the person, the person who was in that other marriage.
I was on a back seat. So she was driving
She was driving. She was making the decisions
about finance, about his school, all that. And we say all that is about budgeting. So we say, we want them to go to school next year, but to change the school now, now we're trying to change Joy from where she is to the other school where their brother goes to. That means there'll be a budget for that. So if you don't come forefront and take charge with that, and I'm missing it. And that would always, my other marriage, that was what was always informed, that I always was keeping away from all that, keeping away from even discussing it, even from planning it. So that you find next week is opening day. There's no idea of what is going to happen next week. It's opening day. Then you find we've gone, let's take a walk, let's take a drive to, we go buy a uniform. I'm saying, we have a uniform. I'm not even knowing how
how the money is coming.
I had no idea how that was being planned. So it was interesting. Yes, it's true. Now I'm better off, especially looking at from that point of view, whereby I sat. You remember how the kind of homework we were given? You sit down with a particular question. So this is tertiary education. This is secondary school, college planning, and you start planning as if you're there now. So that means whatever is happening now, factor in inflation
Yeah.
in those many years to come. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. I like that. I like that you've developed, since we got married, you've taken like 2 courses. There is the other one, the insurance thing.
Oh yeah, the e-cop, yes.
The e-cop, yeah. So I mean, there has been personal development.
Yes.
So it's one of the most important things to develop self, especially in the areas that affected your first relationship.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God is faithful,
So you have developed yourself. I have also developed myself, and together, we know where the weaknesses were.
Yes.
And so we're doing the most when it comes to those weaknesses, so that we can protect this relationship. And so we know that this marriage is working, and it's going to work. Because we are focused, we are following the template, the scripture, and we've learned.
We are following. Good point.
Following Christ, following the template, and we are also. You made me lose my thought process.
I know.
So we are following Christ, and we are careful to learn from our mistakes. We are careful to learn from our mistakes, so that we don't find ourselves going back where we've been. So it doesn't matter like what people out there have gone through, the kind of mistakes they have made. People change. People develop themselves, people improve, people learn. They learn, and I pray that those guys also learn from this.
Why do you want, even if it's about enemies, what do you talk about our enemies? It's all to pray for them. So there's no one who's not under God's sovereignty, under God's sovereignty, that God would want this one to flourish more than this one. It's for everyone to flourish and get to know Him and have eternal life. So even the fathers of these children, they become better themselves. God is faithful.
He's faithful. Okay, we're about to finish. You have final thoughts? Anything you think
thank you, baby, for being there in my life. I'm so grateful. I never saw this podcast. Though I'd seen somewhere when I was courting my first wife, my late wife, and I used to tell her, one day we'll be in a platform somewhere, and we have a song for every testimony. So you see a testimony, then this song.
Then you sing a song.
So platforms are born that way. I didn't know this would be a platform. So in as much as I entered and I found myself in a stream that is already flowing. The good things that I can swim.
You can swim.
So thank you for opening this up for my life. It's beautiful. For your children, for allowing us to have our children together and just to bring them up as a couple. Having a home to come home to every day, just to just have a rest and even just to recoup for another day. Where even I can call my God your God and your God my God. It's a good place. I thank God for you so much, baby.
Thank you. Thank you also for embracing us, for accepting us, for loving us, and for being our, the head of our family. I know it's a lot. I have to say, it's a lot of responsibility, but you're soldiering on, and you're very strong, even stronger than I thought. Even stronger than I thought. As I always say, that you're the best salesperson in the world. And if you are looking for insurance, you want to cover your children's education, best person to talk to. If you're looking at a life cover, you want protection, that is. Brian is one of the best people. He has mega clients, big companies. I mean, he's soaring really high. So he's one of the people who can really help you when it comes to finances and planning, even personal finances.
Yes,
When you
yes,
want to look at your personal finances, you want to plan your retirement, even at a young age. I've seen you talking to Gen Zs concerning retirement.
Yes,
Yeah, and they are
so
asking
well.
you, retirement size.
So well,
yeah, you can actually retire at 40, 45. Based on, depending on when you started planning.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid, don't shy away. Even if you're a couple and you want to discuss finances, your personal finances, your family finances, you want guidance, direction, you need help, Brian is one of the best people. I actually bought your products before I understood what you were saying.
I remember. And you know, those terms, this period of saving.
I bought from him before I understood everything you're saying. I was like, Sawa said, give it to me. I'll buy. So he's one of the best people, and he's going to really help you. So we'll do, I think we'll plan. We'll plan to do a talk on finances.
Probably what you can do, you can even get questions prior.
Yes, if you can send us questions
concerning insurance and protection and all that. What I can manage to answer, I'll answer, because I know insurance is wide. It spans all the way from general to life. Personally, I handle life. So general, I would only have to say what I I can get something to say. But yes, come in with any question you have. We'll see what you can answer.
So you can send your questions you can inbox them on Instagram, Annie Njoroge, or Facebook, Annie Njoroge Rukenya Ministries, or you can email your email. You can give
my
your
email. You can do brian.mageria@life.icea. Too long?
No, it's okay. We'll pin it. We'll put it down here. We'll put it here so that you can get it. We'll put all those contacts for you here. And you can reach out. Feel free to reach out. If you have a company, you want to cover your employees, you also do something like that.
Group pension, group pension, I handle that. I can handle group life as well. Group life is very big. It's big. I know. Group life really came through for me and my late wife. So group life is very important for companies where you have your employees, and in case of any accidental death, they get to be paid some money from the insurance, the insurer. So the group life is important. Pension is for individuals or even a group cover, so that there's an umbrella company and then everyone under it. Then there's also all that WIBA, where you have fire and burglary for businesses. Fire, burglary, interruption of business as well. There's cover for that, interruption of business. There's for individuals, is home ownership. You can have a cover for that. Home items. And then if you are an owner of the home, you can cover the house and the items inside. If you're just a tenant, you can do the inside, only the things that are inside. All that is there. From crop and livestock insurance, maritime insurance. People are importing things to the ship, marine. All that is there. All those are there. The covers are there. Yes. Thank you.
There you have it. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Rukenyas. So what we're going to do is that we're going to bring another guest, and we will be talking about parenting. We want to go deeper into parenting, and we want to bring a new perspective to the show. And soon we will also have young couples. We'll have young couples, we'll have singles, the show is growing, and we are really, really, really grateful. If you would like to support us, to support the podcast, if you would like to support us financially, even as you're sharing the videos and all that, feel free to reach out to those platforms, and we will show you or tell you how you can support. Right? So we are looking at growing the show even bigger. So we are welcoming all sorts of support. All right. So I think we're done for today. See you next Friday with a very interesting show. We will have a guest. Kwa hivyo tutatandika vitambaa huku. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be waiting for our guest, and I'm sure you will be so excited. It's going to be amazing.
Amen.
Right? So thank you so much for tuning
Bye.
in. See you next
See
Friday.
you.
Bye. Thank you.